plays like he wrote the manual.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Running out of time in the pocket. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So Ohio State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Automatic on the PAT. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Hands off to the left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but need this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Sayin. Receiver makes the grab.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
With the return, it's Brown. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're here in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter?
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down. That's a very solid game. Short of the first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Defense finally able to get him down after the juke, but he picks up a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage?
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarter.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Ohio State offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And they've got the returner corralled. Have one more play here in the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
We bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and then so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down the field. Let's see what this is all about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the tackling right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Dump off caught by the running back. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Buckeyes looking to cash in here in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fires it to the wideout, and he's got it. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference.
The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The Trojans will line up here on 1st down and goal. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards.
He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down and goal upcoming. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead trying to catch the defense napping by running. And man, does it backfire.
Solid tackle, able to get him down.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
The attempt is no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a 2-possession game. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking tackles. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. 3rd down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's got his man open downfield. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Tate. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Makes the catch. Can he get in? Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Looks like they'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. They'll stop him with the 34. That will be a first down.
Catch by this USC wide receiver. He picked up a first down, and oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. And now the handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. The Trojans line up on 1st and 10. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across the 40. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Lets it fly to the wideout. It is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And now the running back's got it again. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it here. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. First down here for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Pressure is coming. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Backs through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Second down after that short completion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? First down. Looking to throw the football. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game, or he's going to cost his team a game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking right, this one caught. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This one's tricky in a tie game. How aggressive do you get? Risk a turnover. You got some work to do just to get into field goal range. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And the Trojans will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. This try is no good. Here in the final quarter, this game remains tied. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, this becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. Let's see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So first and 10, our first play of overtime. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Trojans, to take the lead in overtime.
How about that, Chris? Unbelievable. Our first play into overtime, and we got a touchdown. Now they got to play some defense and win this game.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for two and the win?
Oh, what an answer by this offense, putting up a touchdown in their very first play. Decision time. Do you tie it up with the extra point, or do you try to go for the win with a two-pointer?
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Trying for a pick six to win the game. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 50. That's it. Game over on the interception.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring or the game is over.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play and keep hope alive in this game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Comes up with the catch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. And that run produces a decent gain.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball.
And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
The think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.